30 years ago, a scriptwriter by the name of Bruce Joel Rubin decided to take a challenge and write a script about a ghost and how the ghost sees life in front of him. 30 years later, and the musical is a creation of hits throughout the whole world. Welcome to the KK Factor Show and welcome to the musical Ghost. What's it like saying ditto?
I don't know. It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
It's powerful. Does it work?
It's powerful for me because I say obviously at the end of the show.
And how do you feel now if someone said ditto to you rather than I love you back?
I'd punch him in the face. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No.
And one other question just for you, Rob.
Yeah.
How does it feel to play the role of the late Patrick Swayze, who made Ghost sensational?
Feels pretty good. I mean, I love this role. Sam, it's the most challenging acting role I've ever had to do. I feel like maybe I possess some of the characteristics of the character Sam Wheat, which makes me think maybe I possess some of the characteristics of the late Patrick Swayze, which is pretty cool. He's charming. I watched the movie a few months ago, and yeah, he's so charming and so easy to watch, and he's very humble.
Driven.
Yeah, humble, driven.
And that
me.
kiss, how many takes do we do for that kiss?
There's a lot of kissing that goes on.
We pash a lot, and it's fun. It's exciting. Josh, her husband, doesn't like it so much, nor does my girlfriend, but it's a stage. It is what it is.
It is. It is. Thank you very much. And
Thank
welcome
you.
to the KK Factor Show.
Thank you. Cheers.
You don't have to sweat it. Just live out your dreams. I'm out of here. I'm off to the Bahamas. Out of here. I better pick my pink pajamas. As far from here as I can get from all these dramas. For in my reservation for my wedding vacation. Oh, I'm out of here. Making my transition out of here. If I'm correcting my addition, it's crystal clear. Proof of one in my position. I'm done with dirty party. Rest in peace, 'cause life has started for me. Oh, 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 yeah. Stay out as long as I want to. Oh, then I can sleep in late. Yeah, it's Hotel Beach and Casino with my new friend. Pick me up by days. There's no doubt I'll be making on the international scene. Yeah, the carpet's red where I'm walking. Paparazzi are stalking. The more sight.
Wendy, welcome to the KK Factor Show.
Oh, thank you.
You're absolutely sensational there on the stage.
That little snippet, thank you so much. Yes, that's when Oda Mae has $10 million and she goes off into a fantasy about what she would do with it. So,
Well, I need to ask you, because 30 years later, the key question, what would you do with $10 million if you really did you get your hands on it?
move to Melbourne and buy a big house. I love Melbourne so much. But obviously I did this at normal things, buy a gorgeous house and to travel. But I'd still be in show business. I wouldn't give up my job. So.
And 5 years ago, you did visit a medium. Is that true?
Yes, it's absolutely true.
Was that to prepare for you for this show?
No, sadly my father passed, and it started me on a journey of just trying to find out if there was an afterlife and everything like that. But I've always had sort of psychic inklings. It sort of runs in our family. My grandmother was a medium, so I knew
So
that
this
it ran
musical
in.
production, basically, it was meant to be for you.
Seems like it was. She didn't say the name. I wouldn't say that she said, but she said she saw me doing something like this. I just thought I'd forgot all about it, and here we are.
And here we are, and I can't wait to see the production live on stage tonight. I'll be doing the red carpet, so
Oh yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
be a celebrity just like you, May.
Really lovely to see. What you wearing, girl? What you wearing?
Stay tuned for that one.
Oh,
I do have some glorious sponsors.
Ooh.
We've got to mention White Wax in Oakley. They're going to tan me up.
Oh, all right.
Not as brown as you though.
No,
I'll be a
there's
bit
no need
more
for me to
lighter.
do it, no. Yeah.
Just a little bit lighter, but I do
Alright.
like your colour.
Ah.
Yes, and Sue Sensi. Sue Sensi Designs. So
Sue
she's
Sensi,
going to she's giving me a beautiful necklace to wear, so I can't wait for that. And hair and
Okay.
makeup is being done as well, so
lovely.
stay tuned, guys. May, it's a pleasure. Thank you
Lovely
very
to
much.
meet you. Take care. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to announce that tonight I've been invited to the red carpet on behalf of the KK Factor production team and our show. So straight after the break, Daphne, our guest reporter, will cover all the red carpet celebrities, including me. Stay tuned.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. We are from the KK Factor Show. I'm Daphne, and we are here today at the blue carpet for the Ghost the Musical, and we want to hear your opinion as a housewife about the musical.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing it will be a pretty good rendition of what the movie is, and I really enjoyed the movie. I do get a lot of invitations to theatre, and I don't always come along, but this one was something that I found, quite captivating. So I'm here, and I'm sure it will be fantastic.
From what I can gather, they've got all the right music, they've got all the right cast, and I know that whatever Torben touches turns to pure gold, so I absolutely adore him.
Just interested to see how they've made the film on stage.
That's our own KK on the blue carpet.
So tonight I'm on this side of the fence. Welcome everyone back to the KK Factor Show, and thank you, Daphne, for being our guest reporter for this evening.
How do you feel about Ghost the Musical?
I love the Ghost musical. I love watching the film with Patrick Swayze, the late Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. It's become amazing, and now it's even more amazing to actually see the cast of Rob Mills and Jamie Ricks and Wendy Mae Brown live on the production of Ghost.
How do you think it's gonna be the Ghost the Musical?
How hot? Well, at the moment, Melbourne's on 32 degrees, so it's pretty hot out here, and I'm tipping it'll get even hotter in there.
Oh, I think I love the movie, so if it's half as good as the movie, it'll be fabulous.
Me too, feel exactly the same. I work with Rob and with Gemma for a couple of years in Wicked, and I can't wait to see them again.
What's your favorite scene from the movie?
I think my favourite scene is the pottery scene, I would have to say. And
What's your favorite scene from the movie?
Oh, I think that's pretty common, isn't it? I mean, there's something really wonderful, isn't there, when there's this feeling that you've got contact with people you've loved. I mean, I remember, just not to get morbid or anything, but I remember when my grandma passed, I was always like, give me a sign that there's some part of you that still remains, And so every time that scene happens, when she has that first contact, it seems to bring to view, I know, did you just get the goosebumps as well? It just brings to you all that sensation of everyone you've ever loved that you wanted to keep near. The promise that they're still there, and I don't know, I think that's what makes this subject so wonderful.
All of it. I don't have a favourite scene. I know everybody's going to say the bit about the pottery. I want to be different. I like it all.
I love the movie. I think everyone has bawled their way through watching Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze and that pottery scene. So I'm tipping that I'll be crying tonight.
Look, definitely the bit where they play on the pottery wheel. And I do love the bit where she says, I love you, and he says, ditto.
I think, you know, they're all pretty special. They're all very touchy-feely, but Unchained Melody is just a beautiful song. So I think, you know, that would be hard to beat.
Sorry?
Unchained Melody.
Oh,
song.
yeah, it's my favourite song. When I was in radio as a teenager, it was a hit sung by a man called Al Hibbler, who was a blind black singer from America, and I played it and played it. So I can't wait to hear it 19 times tonight.
And we like a little bit of touchy-feely.
The dress.
The dress is from one of my favourite stores down in Southland, so it is one of my dresses that I've actually picked. And I wanted to wear it tonight because it actually complements the beautiful piece of jewellery from Sue Sensi Design. So thank you so much, Sue. I love the piece. And I want to also thank White Wax in Oakley for the awesome Moroccan tan. I don't know, Mark, if you can see the tan. And I'd also like to thank the beautiful makeup artist, Janet Camilli, who is a makeup and eyelash extension technician, but she didn't do my eyelashes because mine are already nice and long. Anyway, I'm very excited, and I just want to thank the people that put it all together and made me look sensational. And guys, you're doing a great team. Daphne, you're doing a great job.
Coming up after the break.
Stop, don't say that it's impossible, 'cause I know it's possible. Though I know you never look my way, I can say you will one day. I can say you will one day. I will be popular, I will be popular. I'm gonna get there, popular.
Leslie Baker.
Baker, yes.
Thank you first of all for inviting us to your beautiful program.
That's a pleasure.
Welcome to the KK Factor TV show.
Thank you.
Now, you are well known throughout TV and a lot of series, and now you're on this series as well.
Oh, another triumph.
Another triumph. Where haven't you been?
Not, I can't think of anywhere. No, I haven't done much for Foxtel per se.
No, Channel
That's
31.
about it. And Dancing with the Stars, they've just not bothered with me. I can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why either. You're also a comedian.
Yes.
Actress.
I'm being serious. But
You've
I'm a
done the
comedian,
block. You've gone around the block, haven't
yes,
you?
done everything.
Done everything. Neighbours. Now, you came to Neighbours. You decided to come in and cause a conflict. Tell us a little bit about
the
that.
writers decided I'd cause a conflict. I just came in, really, one of the boys who played my son had been in it for 6 months. They wanted him to stay, so they brought me in for a couple of weeks just to establish a background for him. Then we'd move away and he would move in somewhere else. And I came into it auditioning for the part of a mud pie. And
yes, how did you accomplish that one? Did you actually, act like
everybody knows that?
Well, you dressed in black.
No, I had to walk, and all I could think of to do was go bloop, 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 sort of as if I was and they thought that was hysterical. Then the wardrobe lady who was new, she said, I don't know what sort of costume. So
Do you actually barrack for Collingwood?
Yes.
Oh, well, now what a perfect character
Yes,
that would have been for you. You would have been proud of that.
Exactly.
But I didn't see a magpie on Neighbours. Did anyone see a magpie on Neighbours?
No,
what happened to the magpie?
there's never been a magpie. We had pink flamingos outside the cafe.
Yes, actually you did.
But let me tell you about my lovely costume for the mud pie. I said, get a ballerina tutu in brown, so it's sort of like a pie, and have bony coloured underneath like the pastry. So I had ballet shoes, and you can imagine me in a tutu, I look terrific. And then I had a big hat, not unlike yours, that also had brown and white. So I'd sit on the ground and bring my hat down as if I was a closing pie. Then my husband arrived, and typically they cast the littlest person they could find. And I went out, he's a truck driver, and he gets down and I have to run and pick him up. So they loved all this, so they brought me back.
How long did you live on the block?
I was there as full-time for about 9 months. Then I've got a disabled son and I really couldn't work that much. And also the way the scripts were going, the young ones had to move along without mother. But I wasn't off for long. Then I'd come back and then I'd go home and then I think I don't know where I live anymore.
Well, we know you live in this beautiful place here.
Yes.
Leslie, you had a husband on Neighbours?
Yes, I did.
Did you bash him and that's how you ended up in Prisoner?
No,
or was
you've
that
got it.
past? That was in the
no,
past.
I think you've got it wrong. No, I bashed in Prisoner. I bashed my husband, who was also, funnily enough, much littler than me. And he came in to prison. I'm supposed to be going on parole. And he came in and told me he had gambling debts. And I loved him, but he was a ne'er-do-well and I ran a milk bar. And I would give him $4 a day's allowance, but if I ever found him pinching money out of the till, I'd bash him up. Then he'd put me in prison.
Oh, so he put you in prison?
Oh, yeah, he'd complain. That's why I was in and out of prison, but only for bashing him up. So...
And you shared a cell with B. Smith?
Oh, yes, we were good mates.
Oh.
We were good. I had to bash her up at one point. We tried to blackmail the Screw by B pretending the Screw had beaten her up.
Meanwhile, what happened to the husband?
He just... Oh, yes, when I got out of prison and I had to move some stolen money for another prisoner to get money for me. And it was funny, the day that episode went to air and I had to go to a safe deposit box, I went into the city because my own marriage was breaking up. And I'm walking down Collins Street and I have a police car comes up. Get in, Ferguson. And I'm going, no, that's a television show. This is no... I'm not a criminal, I'm an actress. My name is... Oh, shut up, get in. And they took me down to... I forgot which bank it was. Used to be on the corner of Elizabeth Street and Collins.
That's not the county court, no.
Show us which is the safe deposit box. And I'm there going, but... And then they went, joke, we knew.
Ah, the good old Boys in Blue.
Yeah.
Bit of comedy material there.
So what used to happen then... I'd come back in for having bashed him up, so I was in and out. That's why I knew B so well.
Ah.
And you, when you're young and stupid, and you're not worried about all the nuances, and there you are. Would you like me to tell you about my audition?
Yes. Please
Right.
do.
Okay, so...
Because you know our audience listening in thinking, I can be just like her.
I'm all of... You wouldn't want to be, believe me. I'm all of 19, and so in those days they would put, there was a magazine called The Listener in, and part of it would be auditions. So the auditions for How to Succeed in Business were on at whatever day, and there was a queue that went from the stage door of Her Majesty's down Lonsdale Street, down Russell Street to Burke Street, and we were on the end of it. So by the time we got up, they were sick of people. So I go on and I heard a couple of little bones in the top of my foot, so it was bandaged, and the very stilt heel, and there was this false stage down for the previous show. As I went on, I didn't know I had the heel in the track. So I went to the stage manager, and from the audience they said, could you come down here, Miss Baker? So Miss Baker went, yeah, ripped the heel off the shoe, staggered and went down the electrician's hole. Because they used to have footlights and a hole behind that, so that if lights went out or anything was on the scenery, they could come and see what it was. And I went straight down it. I'm stuck to my hips.
Oh,
they have to drag me out and they go, who is this idiot? So they asked me a few things, then said, could you give your music to the pianist? The pianist, like, here's the footlights, there's the pianist. Did I give it to her there? No, it never occurred to me. I thought, why? And when I was 7, man, we called an uncle, had taken us to the theatre and shown us the way backstage, which consisted of limping off stage with torn skirt, ladders in stockings, broken heel, off I go, and it's a very heavy pass-through in case there's a fire. So I pushed against the pass-door. I thought, I'll show them I know what I'm doing. And all you could hear was thump, thump, bang. And I fell. I had forgotten there were steps down. And I'm in the dark in this well. I've hit my head. And I'm thinking, oh, they'll hate me. So when I realised what had happened, I sort of crawled up the stairs. But the stairs actually went down and then back up. So that the other door was a flip door. I thought I'd gone back to the heavy door, so I pushed it, shot out across the aisle and landed over 4 or 5 seats.
Oh, my goodness.
They were, I could hear the stall and they were going out and having hysterics. You know, who is she? So then I walked all the way down, and in those days the conductor used to sit on the floor of the theatre, and when he stood up his podium was down so he was in the way. And I just had my eyes fixed on this lady. I'm going to give her my music. I didn't see the step, didn't see it. Straight head first into the timpani drum. They have to pick me up out of that. I then stagger down. I give her the music, then I've got to go back. And so they got me to sing it, and I didn't know enough then.
Do you remember singing it?
Yes, I do, and I remember what I sang because it was the wrong song. It was instant coffee, instant tea, instant potatoes that are good for me. And it had a little dance routine. And I said to her, it's fast. Well, she played it at double tempo, so I sounded like a demented Chinese. I'm going, here's coffee, instant tea, instant potatoes, good for me. Now, I know enough now to say, hang on, no, we need half that, but I didn't. And all of a sudden they heard was, who sent you, Miss Baker? Oh, I sent myself very enthusiastically. So then they said, would you come back and read for us? And later on I grew to know that at these auditions, we had hundreds of people, they just thought I was doing everything wrong. I was only called back
But perhaps
to
that's
give
what
them
they
a
were
laugh.
They were looking for that. They were
No,
looking
they
for some
weren't
comedy.
looking. No, they had no thought of me being in the show. It just lightened the audition process.
And you stood out.
And I stood out and I came back, yes, and I read for them. I read an American show with an Irish accent.
How old were you when your career started?
19.
19. Auditioning back then when you were 19 to auditioning now, is it a lot easier, a lot harder? How has it changed, if it has changed?
I'm fortunately at the stage where I wouldn't get called in to the early auditions, but now people, they go to agents because there were no agents then. And so they'd ring you up or you'd read about it and then you'd go along with 400 others. And you would just, and inevitably when they were doing what they call cattle call, you needed to be in the first few, the last couple before lunch, because after a while they get anaesthetised by brilliant sopranos all sounding the same. Right. Or first up after lunch, or do something stupid like I did. But they only kept me coming back to give them a laugh. They never thought I'd actually be in the show.
Leslie Baker, it's an honour. Thank you so much for the insight of your
pleasure.
life and the whole journey of your career, and what a remarkable woman you are behind the camera, away from the screen.
Well, I don't know about that. I just do what I do.
Do what you do.
One foot in front of the other, and that's about all you can do, really.
That's exactly right. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you
And once
very
again,
much
welcome
for
to the
having
KK
me.
Factor show. And thank you for being surrounded by this wonderful garden of yours.
I hope you enjoyed the KK Factor show. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, Rula Krikalis, and don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to see all the latest episodes, past episodes, bloopers and full interviews.
dancing for my life. Ow! I will be popular.